Here's another exercise from Too Tall Toby. It's a shark arm, and we see the size here on the drawing, and we see that the distance between the center points is 155. The diameter of this cylinder is 77 and this one is 40. The length is 110 on this side and 60 on this side. And then there is a cone between the cylinders. And something to consider is that this line should be tangent to that circle here on this side, and the same on this side. This line is tangent to that circle. And this line, the slope of this line is 33 degrees and should be tangent to this circle. So I will begin with the cylinders. So I will move this drawing to my second screen. Then I begin with a cylinder, drop it here, use a triball to rotate it in this direction, change the diameter to 77, and then the length to 110. Then I will copy this cylinder using triball, right click and push, drop it there, copy 155. Then change the diameter to 40, and I will right click and push and change the length to 60. So next step is to add the cone between the cylinders. To do that I will use Spin Wizard, and I will click here on the midpoint, the center point, add material, I click next, and I will use away from the selected surface. Here I click finish, and it will spin around the y-axis. We see the icon here, so I have to rotate it and move to the center of this cylinder. So I use the triball. I select this handle, so make sure that it will rotate in this direction, perpendicular to this y-axis. Then I grab this orientation handle, grab it and drop it here on the midpoint of this cylinder, like so. Then I will move the grid to the center of the cylinder, so I will use between face and point, select that face and then this edge, like so. And then I use W to look at, use project. I will project that surface and this one to the grid, and then I will use a 2-point tangent line. So I will click on this circle first. Now when I move this line to this circle up here, we see that here a tangent constraint is visible now. So now this line is tangent to that circle. Then I come up here to select polyline, click on the endpoint, to the center point, to this center point, and then to this endpoint. Now I can select the circles and remove them. So now when I click finish, I will have my cone, and it will be tangent to that surface here, this side and also on this side. Next step is to add this guy. We see the slope of the line is 33 degrees, so I will use an extrude shape. I drop it here on the midpoint. Then I right click on the IntelliShape to flip the direction of the extrusion. Grab this handle, snap it to the other side, and the width of this extrude shape will be 52. I will right click and push, type 52, and then I use the triball to rotate this extrude shape at 33 degrees. Then I right click this handle and choose to center point, so it will snap to the center point of the cylinder, and the length of this one should be 80, like so. Now I will grab this handle and use the shift key to snap to this surface on the cylinder, so it will this side will be tangent to the cylinder. And next step is to get it in the right position. So I will right click, go to edit cross section and look at like so. Then I will grab this endpoint, snap it to the center of the cylinder. Then I will grab this one, make sure that I drag perpendicular to that line up here. I drag it down here like so, and then I click OK. It will look like this. Then I have to round these edges, so I will use blend to do that. And here you can use either constant or full round. If you use constant, you just select an edge, grab the handle, snap it to the midpoint, and then select the other side like so. Another way of doing it is to use full round. First select the first side, select here in the properties the second side and this one, then select in the properties the center face, and that's this one. So now we have a full round blend. Then I click OK like so. So now I need some holes. I will use a cut cylinder, drop it on this center point, and the diameter of this one should be 20. It will go through this cylinder. Then I grab a through cut cylinder, drop it here. Diameter is 43, and then I will also remove this material here. And we see that this 50 millimeters from the bottom to the top of the cylinder. So I will grab a cut extrude, drop it on this point, right click and push. That one is 16. Then right click here, edit distance from this point up here, that's 50. And it will go through this cylinder like so. And then I will use another cut cylinder, drop it here. The diameter of this one should be 32. The depth is 8. Then I will grab another cut cylinder, drop it here on the midpoint, on the center point. That's 16. And I will select the handle and choose to center point of the cylinder like so. So now I have created the shark arm, and it is pretty easy when you're using Ironcad. So I hope that you have found it useful to watch this tutorial.